That plant runs on energy. The energy is a product of light and water and all the 12 essential elements that come into play in manufacturing energy for the plant. To let the plant sit there without fertilizer for a year, as a lot of old information says, is an error. For example, here at Lacebark Research, the plant breeding program here covers 65 acres and tens of thousands of plants that we're screening for new features. In late February, early March, we put down 100 pounds of nitrogen per acre, right down the row where we're going to plant. Then in June, when the little seedlings are big enough to plant in the field, they get planted into that fertilizer and soil, and they get a drip irrigation line next to them, and they grow like weeds with no injury whatsoever. This particular point goes back, I believe, to the old days when the primary nitrogen source was sodium nitrate, which has a very high salt index, and you can easily burn plants with sodium nitrate. The primary nitrogen source today is urea, 4600, and it too is very hot in the terms of the amount of salts. But if you apply it at a moderate rate, or use either organic fertilizer or some of the coated fertilizer like Osmocote, Nutricote, there's various ones that take a dry granular fertilizer and coat it with a poly coating of some kind. Osmocote uses a soybean oil resin, to where instead of all the fertilizer nutrients becoming available immediately, they were released over a period of 6 months, 10 months, 12 months, and it's all the difference in the world. And so whatever you do, when you plant, fertilize the plant immediately, or mix some of the slow release fertilizer in the hole when you're backfilling with soil, not soil amendments, but just plain soil, because that's what the plant has to grow into if it's going to survive and function.